Oh Lord. Ooh. What's poppin' T subs and T squad? So yeah, girl, I'm still in my bed, child. I'm here to give y'all Real Housewives of Dubai, season 1, episode 2, the GOAT. Um, a couple of things first, y'all. The roast and review for the night. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm protecting my mental at this point, and I don't have the time for the LAMH and the crew. I just don't have time for them. Maybe next week, um, I feel better to go on ahead and do it, and pick it back up or whatever the case may be. But for this week, y'all, I'm not thinking about them, and it is what it is. Um, as far as the live for LAMH, you're not getting it. All right. It's just gonna be a pre-recorded, and it is what it is. Like at this point, y'all, I'm like done and over with really with LAMH. I can't, y'all. I can't. I'm sick of all of them. So no live for tonight. Damn sure ain't gonna be one on Saturday. That's just gonna be a pre-recorded, and it is what it is. If I do decide to go back to doing a live review of it, it will more than likely be for the reunion. But other than that, I can't. Anyway, um, girl, I was sitting over here, child, because y'all know I still got to be here until I'm officially over my UTI. And I was sitting here catching up on some TV, and that's why y'all getting the Real Housewives of Dubai. While I'm waiting on this small little personal tombstone piece of the cook in the oven, girl, just talking about that just made my stomach quease, child. I'ma eat it though. I'ma eat it. Now it might take me all damn day to eat that little ass pie, but girl, I mean, I'ma eat it though. I'ma eat it because I don't want none of y'all worried about me. Speaking of which, one more thing. I totally love and adore each and every last one of you all for all of the DMs that you all have been giving me, all of the get well wishes that I be seeing in the comments. I totally appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I totally thank you guys. Girl, I got a lot of mamas up here. Apparently, girl, I thought I only had one. Joy saying that she gone to glory. But it's apparent I got a whole bunch of damn mammies up here on all up and through here, y'all. Y'all be running around here giving me y'all expertise as if any of y'all bitches set up in set up in John Hopkins medical school like Wendy and all of them. But I appreciate it, girl. Like y'all been all up and through it, child. Talk about something you need to get this and get that. You should get this and get that. I'm a cash app you so you can get this and get that. I appreciate it. Lord knows. Lord God Almighty. Anyway, Real Housewives of Dubai, season 1, episode 12, the GOAT. So we start off with Sarah and her son at home, and they was baking the cake, and she talks about raising her son outside of the culture. Sarah, ain't nothing wrong with that. To sit up and feel like men don't supposed to have feelings, that's why we end up with people like Boosie. You understand me? Because they were brought up in conditions where they felt like if a man expresses how he feels, it's gay. If a man cries, it's gay. If a man has emotions, it's gay. It's not right. And that's why you have the toxic masculinity that we see that's running rampant all throughout these damn streets. So I personally appreciate you for hold on, because I don't want to I want to make sure that was down low, child. So I personally appreciate you for allowing your son to bake the cake and not feel as though baking is somehow um solely a woman's thing, and by him baking that somehow means he gonna end up with a mini skirt on and an apron one day. I mean, it's stupid, it's foolish, it's ignorant, and I'm down with the way that you're raising your son, child. I feel as though you're doing a mighty great job with his cute self. So Brooks meets with Lisa for their little mom's night out. So Brooks shows Lisa a IG post of Nina and Caroline hanging out, acting like as if they were besties. But Lisa says that Nina was telling her not to get too close to Caroline because she can't be trusted. Listen, I believe it's a bunch of fake shit going on around there. The only difference is we don't know y'all yet. But it don't shock me that it's some fake shit and it's some flip flopping bitches running rampant around y'all stuff. It's Real Housewives franchise. Of course, you're gonna have the fakes, the frauds, the part-time broads, the hoes. You're gonna have the fashionista. You're gonna have the scary bitches. You're gonna have the ones that whichever way the wind blow, they go. That's what it's gonna be. We only 2 episodes in. But hey, it is what it is. Moving on. Because it really wasn't much of that scene, no way, because y'all was really sitting around there talking about a whole bunch of damn nothing, child. I'm gonna be real quiet as it's kept. The vibe that I got looking at y'all, it gave me a K Michelle and Princess Love tea, because I swear that's what y'all give me. Okay? I swear that's what y'all give me. It just gave me K Michelle and Princess Love, Prinky, having lunch, sitting down, cackling and kicking with each other. To God Almighty. So Caroline in her trade, Sergio at home having a damn protein shake. And Brooks, and I think it was Sarah. Yeah, Brooks and Sarah. I think it's because I kept getting Sarah and Nina mixed up with each other. Um, Real Housewives of Dubai, considering the fact that this is their very first season and they're only on episode 2, whenever we see these women, y'all need to have their names listed. Any and every time we see them, have their names listed, because I kept getting Sarah confused with Nina, Nina confused with Sarah, and at some point I just said fuck it, whichever one it is, that's the one I'm talking about. But it was Sarah, not Nina, that came down to chill with Brooks, and Caroline or whatever. Caroline, why is your trade there? Listen, Sergio is real cute. Okay, she a cute little girl. I ain't got no problem with her. People told me that her family got a whole bunch of money, and that she used to tiptoe around the soccer field or whatever the case may be, and that's how Miss Girl got a little bit of her earnings or whatever the case may be. So she technically don't need Caroline, but it was just weird to me at how y'all was sitting down having a scene and he was there. Excuse me, she was there. I didn't understand it. Who's the housewife, her or you? Most times in other settings, we see where even if the husband is being shown or does get the door, whatever the case may be, they excuse themselves. They say, oh, all right, well, it was nice seeing you ladies. I'm about to go, tap out, do whatever it is that I do. Not Miss Sergio, honey. Miss Sergio is going to make sure that she get her nasty piece of camera time, because y'all know that's what the girls do. You understand me? But Caroline, if you don't mind her having her day in the shade, on the Housewives that do back cameras, I mean, hey, it is what it is. So she says she's building a new house and it's going to be surrounded on the water or whatever the case may be. And I know it's just going to be fabulous, honey. And I'm down for it. And then they talk about Ayan and her behavior at the dinner party. But Sarah wants to talk to her. Caroline, I really would love to know exactly what it is about Ayan that you just don't like. Because whatever it is, it seems to be deep rooted for you. I could be wrong, but you just don't see it for her. And I really would love to know what it. Don't get me wrong. Ayan could come off very materialistic. She could come off very bouge damn toi. And that can turn a lot of people off, but it can't be that, because because Caroline, so do you. Now, it may not be on the level as Ayan's is, but girl, come on. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know, Caroline. I would love to know what it is specifically that you don't like about Ayan. I mean, because at this point, y'all don't like each other for what? You know what I mean? Anyway, so Ayan and Nina meet for lunch. So Nina shows up for lunch. dressed like she's going to lunch. And Ayan shows up as if she's going on the Paris runway. And my thing about it is, Ayan, as fabulous as you looked, all right, just because you Givenchy down don't necessarily mean it's cute. And it also don't necessarily mean that it's the atmosphere for that. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, as cute as you looked very uncomfortable and out of place with everybody else that's there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know you have money. We know you living in the everlap of luxury and you worked hard for it from the ground up. And I appreciate that, Ayan. But it's just like, it's okay to come looking regular. Coming looking regular don't make nobody look down on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be a bit much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt that way about Marlo plenty of times. As fabulous as Marlo would come up there looking in them stolen damn fashions that she got out that damn U-Haul of hers. It was still some points where it was just like, Marlo, for what? Why is you showing up like this? Why is you showing up with that? Why is you showing up like that? Like, what it gives, Ayan, is that you very new money. That's what it gives, Ayan. You give off new money, you know. And I mean, I'm just saying, daughter, at your age. But we're gonna move on. So they talk about Thanksgiving. I appreciate that. They were saying that, you know, Thanksgiving really isn't a huge thing over there in Dubai like Christmas is, but because a lot of the other women were brought up in the States, they were brought up with, you know, the tradition of Thanksgiving and stuff like that, the same way they did it in the States. Here in the States, they do around there, and I appreciate that. So Ayan apologizes for the way things happened at Nina's dinner, but she asks why she didn't take up for her when Caroline kept saying that she didn't like Ayan. Nina says that they're not even close, so why should she care what she has to say about it? It's not that deep. They should just move forward. And I agree. Like, Ayan, you don't strike me as no weak ass woman, so why are you looking for another woman to stick up for you or have your back? There was nothing to stick up for you about. It was you and Caroline going back and forth with each other in the way that y'all was hurling degrees and insults at each other. I wouldn't have stuck up for your ass either. For what? You ain't no little defenseless girl out here that can't stand up for herself. Like, what is she sticking up for? And do she even know what it is that she's sticking up for you for? It's like I say, we don't even know what the problem is between you and Caroline. I mean, we don't. We do not know what the problem is between y'all. So it's like, what is she sticking up for you for? Like, I can't stand when people do that. Like, I don't need a bitch to stick up for me. Now, if you choose to stick up for me, I'm not gonna be mad at you for it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, but I'm also not gonna argue down with a bitch and then come to you and be like, well, why you ain't stick up for me? And why you ain't say this when she said that? And why you ain't do this when she did that? No, ma'am. Like, I don't get down with all that. Moving on. Ayan says that being excluded from things triggered her because of the upbringing that she had with her dad. And she elaborated on a lot of things that her dad did to her, even so much so that he tied her up to a tree one time, which was completely despicable and just so horrible. And it's like, how can you hate something that came from you? You know what I mean? And it's terrible to hear what Ayan had to go through. And Ayan, I'm gonna tell you this: your dad did that to you, not Caroline, not Brooks, not Lisa, not Sarah, not Nina. You know what I'm saying? Your dad did that to you. And the thing about it is, people love to hold on to childhood trauma, and they hold on to it and they grasp onto it so much that they begin to spew that off on other people when they're not the ones that did it to you. He did. And my thing about it is, Ayan, you're a mother now. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, forgiveness is not for that person. The forgiveness is for you. He's sleeping easy at night if he's still alive. He's sleeping easy at night while you're still sitting up here as rich and fabulous as you are, and how you have the world basically being your oyster, and you can literally do whatever the hell it is you want to do, but yet you're still stuck on what happened to you as a child. That's what the forgiveness is for. The forgiveness is for you to be able to move on from those things so that you can now be free in your adult life, to have relationships, to even have fallouts, but it not even be that bad. It's like, I really want people to understand that forgiving somebody is not for them. It's not. It's not. And you forgiving your dad, it wouldn't be for him. Your daddy got what he got coming to him. Trust me. But the forgiveness is for you to be able to move on and navigate the rest of your life and stop holding on to all of that baggage that weighs you down, because you live a very polished, plush, life and all that good stuff. And it's just to see you talk about that and then you revert back to that child is real sad to watch. You know what I'm saying? It's real sad to watch. As beautiful as you are and all of the accomplishments that you have, and then to talk about that and you go right back down into that shell, it's real hard to watch. You know what I mean? And I really hope eventually you do go and you seek help and you seek counseling and you try to move on from that. You know what I mean? You're never going to forget it. It's always going to be a part of you in your story, in your history. But don't you think, it'll make you look and sound even better by saying, but listen, once I forgave him for myself, not him, I laid it down and I never picked it up again. And do y'all see how much more brighter I am now, and how much more happier I am now, and how much more I'm able to go out here and be amongst other people and be amongst the crowd and do this and that and the third. Like, I promise you, you will feel a lot better because I've been there. You will feel a lot better. We're gonna move on. Lisa's shopping for her Thanksgiving dinner with her son Christian, who is as adorable as he wants to be. And Nina calls to tell her about what happened with Ayan. We ain't got to get into all of that because there won't nothing there other than Christian about to be hyper as hell, eating all them damn Oreos. So Lisa cooking for her Thanksgiving dinner. Lisa, I appreciate that. Lisa, I appreciate seeing that even though you married well, you still know how to get up in the kitchen and do what the hell it is you got to do. You didn't pull a Brooks, like sitting around there calling what the lady named Sarah, calling Sarah for every damn thing. Brooks came down calling Sarah for this, calling Sarah for that. She went outside knowing that it's sunny outside without her sunglasses, gonna sit down, do like this and say, "Oh, Sarah, I need my eyeglasses, I need my sunglasses," and da 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 da. Like, even if God does bless me to, or bless this platform to go to where I've seen other people go, to where they can buy maids and this, that, and the third, I probably wouldn't get one. Girl, I'm used to washing my own clothes. I'm used to cleaning my own house. I'm used to cooking my own damn food and getting my own damn sunglasses, child. Girl, I have maids and butlers for no reason. Seriously, they will be paid for nothing. Because I know me. You know what I mean? But child, I guess so, honey. Moving on. Nina and Sarah and their family having Thanksgiving lunch or dinner together. It looked like they was on some carousel type of thing. I mean, carousel, Ferris wheel type of thing. Excuse me. Real rich fish shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just spinning and you just taking in all of the sights at the back and eating and all that good stuff. And that's really all that happened with that child. Other than Sarah's son busting her out, talking about something that she got divorced twice. That child said, it was 3 times, mama. Now, I don't know what the truth is, but I'm inclined to believe your son, Sarah. Moving on. Lisa's Thanksgiving dinner. Ayan, let me tell you something. Ayan and Lisa, you're a much better woman than I'll ever be, because Ayan, I would have cussed your fabulous dressed ass out for bringing that 4-legged beast down to my down to my backyard. Bitch, we ain't in Kenya. You understand me? You in Dubai, and when you in Dubai, you do what Dubai's do, honey. And people and these folk in Dubai ain't coming down to nobody else's house, bringing those stinking ass livestock. Talk about something. This is what we do in Kenya. We bring goats to every damn thing. Bitch, I don't want that stinking ass Billy Goat Gruffy. Girl, girl, the only goat that's allowed there is bitch. Because the gag is what you call it is Jamaican, and they known for eating goat. So I'm gonna let that alone. I'm gonna let that alone. I'm gonna let that alone. So while they was in the middle of eating dinner, Ayan tells Lisa about apologizing to Nina about the dinner, but says that she didn't know who she was that day because she said that she didn't want to take no sides, even though they're closer to each other than she is with Caroline. And Lisa tells her about Nina telling her that she wanted them to sit down and hash out the issue. And I want y'all to do the same thing too, because at least then we can have an idea as to exactly what the issue is between the both of y'all, because at this point, we, the viewer public, don't know. To us, y'all just came in not liking each other. Now, I appreciate that because that obviously means that y'all were friends or had some type of whatever before all of this happened. But this is reality TV. It's all about being transparent. So if there is a problem, I really wish one of y'all would just say what it like. Caroline, if you don't like it, just say you don't like her. Caroline, if you look, Caroline, if her confidence is too much for you, say that. Okay? If her coming in dressing down to the nines everywhere she go is too much for you, say that. You know what I mean? Because while I can see how people could get a little bit turned off by Ayan, once you're around her, I could tell she's actually a nice person. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily think Ayan is around here being a troll to people, being mean to people, being nasty to people. I don't necessarily think that that's what it is. So I unless it's something that I missed. Y'all, why don't Caroline see it for Ayan? Why don't Ayan see it for Caroline? Y'all put it down in the comments and let me know, because it must be something that I'm missing. So Sarah at home, and Ayan comes through in her little Kenyan garb, honey, and it was just everything. Like, look, say what y'all want about Ayan and her over the top fashions, but they just do it for me at the same time, baby. She even showed up with the thing on her head, girl. Giving this woman, gifting her some damn onions. Talk about something in her culture, you know, you don't go by nobody's house without no gift. And she gifted her some onions because it's a lot of layers to her. Listen. Fine. Ayan, fine. I don't want to disrespect. I don't want to disrespect your culture. Maybe you meant well with it. Fine. Fine. So Ayan tells Sarah about her life story growing up, and when asked has she's ever forgiven her father, she said no. And this goes back to what I said earlier, Ayan. You really need to forgive that man, not for him to sleep easy at night, but for you to sleep easy at night, because you're grown with a child yourself. And like I said, you're very successful, but you're still carrying on the baggage. He not. He not, Ayan. He not. He not carrying that baggage. 9 times out of 10, they felt justified in what they did to the person. And he's moved on with his life while you're the one who's still sitting here dealing with it. And I agree with Sarah. I do feel like you do need to sit down and do some type of therapy, because you need it, daughter. You do. There's nothing wrong with therapy, especially when you're not over some childhood trauma and you really need to get over it, especially when it spills over into your adult life. You definitely need to get a handle on it. Because again, none of those ladies did it to you, Ayan. He did. And I think the minute that you finally put that piece of you to bed, you can then navigate your relationships and your friendships a lot better. My opinion, I could be wrong. Look, I'm just an RN. I ain't nobody. Dr. Joyce Brothers, Dr. Phil, Iyala Van Zant, I'm not. But y'all, this it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Sorry, my energy was a little off, you guys. I'm still getting myself together around here, but y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about last week's episode of Real Housewives of Dubai. I think the new episode comes out tomorrow. If I fill up to it, if I ain't doing nothing, ain't got nothing going on, I get bored enough, I'll probably put out the review the same night as it comes out, so it'll be up. Don't ask me about Love and Marriage DC. If you don't see it, don't ask me for it. And yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna holler at y'all later, girl.